now we are playing Valery after the Ash.
Tim, give me a signal. Send me something. Okay, good.
Okay, cool. I hate that gif. Now then. All right. Welcome to the first game in the Insurgents Campaign for Universe Alpha. So, picking up where we left off, the pieces that made up the Deus Campaign. After the Battle of the Parthenon, it's been about 2 months since that. People have had time to recover from their injuries, not so much the emotional trauma. The plan to stay together as icons did not mostly go to plan. We'll get into that a little bit more later. But Valery, you know that in this time, you needed sort of a break. So you went to visit and live with your mother for the past 2 months. Diablo was with you for a few weeks, but eventually had to go back and formally become the director of the Icons. So he's been sort of away at the new Icons HQ.
Okay.
And you've been with your mother for the past few weeks now. But you feel as if it's time you returned. Oh.
Are you okay? You cut.
Oh, yeah. No, you're on your jet returning to the new Icons HQ. You haven't seen it yet, but you've seen a few pictures online. You hear that it's pretty damn nice. So, arriving at this new Icons HQ, you see that sort of it's in New York City. It is rebuilt sort of in the spot where the old United Nations building was destroyed in the attack of the Giants.
Hooray.
And so...
bad memories.
Yeah.
Traumatic
have memories of that insane battle.
I'll hold the IRL D4. It gives me strength.
So, arriving at this new Icons HQ, though, you sort of the jet sort of flies in low. You got sort of a nice clearing in front of it for the Icons airjet to land in case they need to make any sort of sudden arrivals or anything like that. And you see it is a very, very nice facility. Outside, you see that there are life-size statues of the founding icons. So going in order from left to right, we have Oni, Paragon, Diablo, Renew, Bloodshot, Jenny, Valery, and Saturn 6.
Yay!
Looking at these statues, you sort of get a little sense of grief as you look upon the statues of Paragon, who sadly passed during your many battles. You also see that the statue of your father has his wings and scythe in full glory, but you know that very well it is not the case now.
No, it is not.
Walking into the very nice building, you're met with a very nice, clean sort of lobby area. We got a few people walking around, but it's nothing too crazy. Just a few workers. You got security guards roaming the place with just heavy equipment, though you're not sure why they're necessarily needed, considering superheroes are pretty much at this place constantly.
Yeah.
Or at least they would be if a lot of them had stayed. You know that right now there are only really 2 active icons. From a team of 8 people once, there are now 2 functioning members, and you, Valery, are one of them.
Who's the other, TJ?
The other is Renew.
Yay! We like Renew.
We could count Diablo, but he doesn't.
He doesn't do what?
He doesn't go out on field missions anymore as he is busy with his duties as director.
Fair enough. Oh, God.
So for the past 2 months, while you have been on break, pretty much Renew has been the only icon working in the field.
Awesome.
What you know of what came of the other people is that Oni is currently on a very extended vacation. You know Saturn 6 is completely MIA. After the events of the Battle of the Parthenon, he went on a little trip to New York City, and all contact was lost.
But we're in New York City. Where could he have gone?
Nobody has any idea where Saturn 6 is. He completely sort of blipped off the map. And the one other core icon remaining was Bloodshot. However, Bloodshot did initially plan on staying with the icons, but after suffering a tremendous amount of PTSD, nightmares, things like that, she ultimately decided to quit the icons and go back to just sort of leading a quiet life in the States. And so you guys do know where she is relatively, but most of the information is private, and you're just sort of leaving her to live her life.
Yeah.
And so that just leaves the two of you.
Jenny got smushed.
Jenny was killed during the battle against the Giants in war.
Jonex and Galadriel flew off.
Yeah, Galadriel. So the people from the final battle, Galadriel and Huckleberry both went back to whatever mystical wizard order they came from.
And Corduroy never showed up.
Yeah, Corduroy never showed up for the battle. He stayed with them. So for people who don't know, Huckleberry is the name given to a Drone X unit that was reprogrammed after he got knocked around too many times, and then he was taken control of by a small child. So yeah.
And then he was given free will.
Really, just what a story for that fellow. But he's currently over with Galadriel and Corduroy, who are mages. And so,
cool.
It is just you two. Walking around the base, you sort of you don't have much to do now. You walk up to the front desk. You ask if your father's busy, and you are answered with the fact that he is currently in a session call with a few important people. However, he plans on contacting you as soon as he is free. So for now, you are sort of able to walk around the facility and check it out.
Okay, then I do so. I'll just go around and look at everything.
Okay. You see in the back of the main lobby, sort of towards the stairs and elevators, you see that there is a large portrait of Franklin Truman. We also know that he passed away during the Battle of New York City.
That was the most emotional death. I'm going to be real. Like, in that game, that hurt. Hurt having Truman die.
Just this giant portrait of him, and you see that in a display case in front of it, sort of tattered up a little bit, sort of beaten up, but still in relatively okay condition, is the letter that he left to Diablo and the icons.
I have that in my room if you actually want me to go grab it.
No, it's good. But just know that is currently, it's in a display case in front of the portrait of Franklin Truman.
Well, it's better than in a dark closet in an 18-year-old boy's room. So, pretty good.
And so, around also around this sort of main lobby. This is where the public can sort of walk around and see things. So there's a lot of like museum like sort of feel to it. We've got a lot of like display cases with just artifacts from battles and things like that over the course of the sessions. You see there's one with like Paragon's spear that was recovered from the Battle of Schenectady.
Oh.
A few like broken bits of a Mechana soldier are in one place, a piece of the Parthenon, just a lot of relics from icons battles in history.
Wow.
And so, yeah, you're just sort of able to walk around, figure things out. You do see at one point coming out of one of the elevators is Renew. Now,
Yay!
You recognize him solely because he is in a very similar clay body to what he had donned during his Knights era.
What happened to the Herald of Deus?
He had to discard that. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe walking around as the greatest threat to humanity isn't a good idea. So he traded it out for the clay body, and he's got
yeah.
You see, like he's got sort of the vines entangling him and things like that, but I'm pretty sharp actually. He's not looking very zombie like he normally does. In fact, in one of the display cases, you can also see they've set up his old monkey bones.
Renew's monkey bones. That's my favorite form of Renew. So
that's in one of the glass cases.
If only they grabbed the dead elephant.
Yeah, no, I don't think they could have fit the decaying carcass of an elephant. I don't think they want to. Renew walks up to you. He's like, Valery, you're back.
Yes, I am. Just kind of taking a look around. How have you been?
Solo work for the icons has been pretty eventful, but really nothing large. It's good to have you back, though.
It's good to be back. I'm just here to see whatever Dad needs, try and help out, and do what I can.
Well, it'll definitely be a great help. While great threats are over, we've still got some minor things to attend to.
Not as simple as when we were in the Knights, huh?
If only.
So, yeah, I just kind of make small talk with her, Renew, catch up.
Okay. So, yeah, so you're sort of, you're just talking with, by the way, what do you have on you? Do you have any of your hero stuff?
I'd probably come in my gear. Actually, the Valery on the Children of Deus poster, I actually designed armor for her this time instead of John's default. So, yeah, my wings are very visibly popping out. I have my scythe. Yeah, I have my scythe by my side with the chain still attached to the gauntlet. I have my thin armor. I have a scarf going around my neck. It's just my typical hero stuff, kind of mirroring what Dad has, but, with my own little flair.
Right.
Now that he's back.
Reminiscent.
So, yeah. I had to fill the shoes when he was gone, and I didn't want people to forget about him when he died the second time.
Yeah, second.
And the third time.
First and second.
No, first is when he got his powers. The second is the Mechana. Third was me.
Oh, yeah. First was when he got his powers. Well, in any case.
God damn it, that poor man.
Yeah, you just you kind of make some light talk with Renew. It's a little difficult. He isn't the best at socializing, but you're able to do it.
It's also hard to really understand when he talks because you don't hear him telepathically. It's just you know for a fact that he said a sentence to you. That's what Parker has described it as.
He doesn't open his mouth or anything like that, so it's like disorienting communicating with him.
You get used to it after a while.
Eventually, you see that he's got an earpiece in, sort of a communicator. He like holds a finger up to it, nods, and he turns to you and he goes, Diablo would like to see you. He's on the top floor.
Okay, sure. Yeah, thank you, Renaud. I'll probably talk to you later. I just pat him on his strange, viney body. Pat.
You see it like it doesn't behave like a normal shoulder would.
God, look, I love Renew, but he grosses me out. He does both. Oh, anyways,
great.
He's a fantastic character. I use the elevator. I'm not gonna hop out and fly. I'm not gonna use the stairs because it's 2019. I'm just gonna take the elevator.
You take the elevator up to the top floor, in which you find Diablo's office.
What's it look like, TJ?
So, walking inside of his office, you see that it's pretty nice. It's got that like sort of rustic, sort of like mahogany, sort of like professor-like feel.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a lot of like polished dark wooden stuff. Decorating the room are some of the relics that are like a little too precious be seen by the public eye.
What would those be?
It's got like a lot of more personal things too in addition, but a lot of like remnants that were found of like Paragon's suit. You've got Jenny hero suit sort of on the wall. Diablo's scythe.
The old scythe. Is it still the scythe of Zakyle?
It is still the scythe of Zakyle.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you got that. You've got like pieces of Meccana Ultima, a lot of like high-tech Meccana stuff. There's not a whole lot, but there's enough where you could reasonably say, yeah, probably shouldn't be seen by most people.
Yeah. I look to Paragon and I just kind of wince a little bit because that death was like the first real one that wasn't because of her. Like she had to put down Diablo, but like Paragon was her comrade and he exploded.
Yeah, he literally exploded. And
Jenny got like beat to death with a club. So like that was hard to watch, and she was one of the knights, so that was even harder to take. So like, yeah,
you had known her for a pretty long time.
You know, TJ, here's a question I just realized. Where is Paragon Gary?
So that is a good question. I didn't think.
No idea where he is. Like, I'm gonna be real.
You know that the horse of what was it? Pestilence?
No, famine.
Famine. All right. The horse of famine refused to accompany you guys to the final battle.
Yes.
And you lost track of him.
It's just kind of on the run. Oh god, that's terrifying.
You have no idea where the horseman of famine is. Or the horse of famine.
All right. Well, that's somewhere out there. We move on. Yeah.
So, yeah. So the room is it's pretty well decorated. You see Renew sort of guides you in. He opens the door, but he lets you and Diablo by yourselves in the room. Diablo is in sort of a like a gray suit with a nice blue tie, and he's sort of
awesome.
he's like looking over some like notes, a bunch of pieces of paper, and he looks up and he just immediately stands up. Hold on, just one.
Okay, so either he's doing something important or he's preparing his Spanish accent. I'm curious.
No, I forgot I had to do the Spanish accent. I was saying hi to my cousin.
If you can't muster it, you can do the Nakagawa voice, because that's what it originally was.
Man. All right. I'll attempt.
My keyword is mija. Mija means my daughter.
I know, he says that a lot.
Means my daughter.
Let's see. All right, yeah. So he stands up and just immediately rushes over, embraces you.
I embrace him back, wrap my wings around him.
Yeah, he just.
And then I snap his neck. I was the one who killed him.
Yeah, he hugs you and he just says, "Mija, it's good to have you back."
It's nice to be back, Dad. How are things here?
Let's see.
Valery's still like 19 at the time, so she's like very young to be an icon.
Yeah.
I just remember that myself, actually. So, I just more or less asked, how are you? How have things been?
He lets go and he walks back to his desk and he sort of big plop down in his chair. It's a nice chair. He sits down. He's like,
so good, yes?
Things have been stressful.
I can tell. That's a lot of paper. Looks to the desk.
Yeah, there's a ton.
That's a lot of dead tree you got there on your desk, Dad.
A lot more death behind these, and he like looks. He's just looking over them. I am completely unqualified for this.
I mean, you're the oldest out of us all. I mean, you must have some knowledge up there, right? Smiles.
He like looks over his papers and he just like looks at her and he's like, "Mija, do you remember what Oni did?"
Not entirely. I mean, I think she got really pissy at someone there.
Most world government.
I think you said it was adolescence or something. I don't remember what it was. All you said was she got really mad at them. I don't remember much of what happened. Most of our fight with Deus is that's been a blank. I've kind of blocked it out of my memory.
Well, Diablo like looks over the papers. He's like, "Well, Mija, Oni managed to piss off most world governments, and I am currently trying to keep us not only funded but legal."
Oh dear! Oh no! She just kind of reacts like, "Oh yeah, that's what happened." Oh, she just kind of looks at all the papers. So how's that going?
Admittedly, pretty all right. As long as Oni is on hiatus for the time being, I should be able to repair our relationships. But
yeah,
I've had to cut a few deals.
What kind of deals?
Small ones, a few restrictions, nothing we can't work around. But there is one that I am particularly not very fond of.
What is it?
We have had to make amends with acid.
But Valery just kind of steps back for a second, eyes widened a little bit. Like, she knows Dad's history. She knows what acid is. She's fought acid. She was captured by acid.
I was going to say, remember, you were imprisoned by acid for weeks.
So she gets a little shaky voice, but she still wants to respect her dad and all that and be like, is this... Why? Is this really a good option, Dad?
I don't think so, but it was one of the terms required by the United States and China.
What reason would that be?
Well, as it turns out, and he says that with air quotations, acid apparently has had a change of heart.
That's bullshit.
I know.
I know.
You have to be ready for anything, Miha. But as the public knows it, we are currently on good terms.
But we saved the world. We stopped the Herald of Deus. We did all that good stuff for them. Shouldn't this be a bit easier on us?
It's not a matter of what we did or of what other people know. As it turns out, people are not as willing to believe that scary space god wanted to kill everybody. They frankly don't know what to think when it comes to the Herald. And after things like the attack of the Mechana, crazy stuff has become commonplace. People are used to being safe. They don't know of the real threats that would have occurred if we hadn't stopped them.
This just doesn't feel fair. We protected them. We saved them out of the kindness of our hearts, and they're... I don't know. I'm not made for this. I don't know much about this.
Neither am I.
I guess not as much as you do.
Neither am I, Mia.
Awkward smile. She looks around, kind of at the whole office, looks back to Jenny and Paragon, and just looks down and is like, so, do you think we're ever going to be able to get most of the team back? It was kind of nice being together. It felt like a family.
God, I hope so. I've currently got people out searching for any sign of Saturn, trying to figure out.
Luck.
Oni, I've talked with her. She does plan on coming back.
She does? She says, very excited.
Yes. We had a conversation over the cell, and yes, she does plan on returning in a few months.
Where is she now? What is she doing?
She's currently on vacation in France.
The one place I guess she didn't anger.
Yes, the one place she feels safe. I feel bad for her. Can't even return home. Not that
I don't even think she'd want to.
She really had one to begin with.
She had us.
She'll come back.
Yeah. I hope she does. I really liked her, even though we didn't really get to bond that much. Not like I really got to bond with many of the members, but she seemed cool.
Hopefully we'll have her back on the team relatively soon.
Well,
As for
undecided.
Bloodshot, I have no idea if she'll ever come back, though I'm hoping she does.
It'd be nice. Anyways, it's great to catch up with you, Dad, and just see what's going on, but you said you wanted to call me for something important, right?
Yeah. Renew has, frankly, been a little overwhelmed with his work recently. I needed another icon.
Well, I'm here to help. She smiles.
Don't necessarily have a task for you at this moment, Miha, but I am sending out Renew on a mission pretty soon. It's going to be quite a bit for him, and I need to have somebody else here.
Okay. Whatever you need, Dad.
Yeah. I got to make a few phone calls, so I'll talk with you later or tomorrow at any point, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here too. Mom's worried about you.
I'll give her a call later then.
She walks up to Dad and hugs him.
He hugs her back and sort of sits back and just looks at the overwhelming amount of paperwork.
Yay, paperwork! He'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. Walks out here screaming through the walls.
Yeah, you just look out and you just hear.
Here's loud thumping. Here's screaming at the sky. Why did you leave me with this children? Why?
6 times one of them couldn't be permanent.
How about next time you let me stay dead? If you really left me, God, and it just cuts off. So, I guess I'm out of his office now, trying to ignore his pained screams.
Yeah, you just hear very, very loud, very loud yells.
So, I don't know. What's next?
You are mostly free for the rest of your night. It is late evening.
Okay.
You've got there's not much else to the rest of the facility. They've got like training rooms, they've got an armory, they've got a vehicle bay, and then your like personal quarters.
Yeah, sure.
You can also go out into New York City.
Valery walks around a little bit. She's trying to figure out what to do. She's trying to stay out of everyone's way. And she looks to some of the training halls and the places that you talked about. And then she also looks outside and thinks, I don't know if it'd be the best idea to head out. Maybe I'll just stay here for the night. Could always work on my training. And I think she's going to mainly spend time just training, take off her armor, get into like some gym clothes, but keep the scythe and just see if she can train a bit, improve her skill.
Okay, yeah.
She also has a 2
nice
in charisma, so she doesn't want to head out.
Oh yeah, wouldn't you make her charisma score?
2.
Really? All right, I like it.
She's really socially awkward because, well, she's been through a lot. She doesn't know.
Oh, wonderful.
She takes response, I hate it, things. I'm sorry, what can I say? Shadow the Hedgehog is Oni. They both have katanas. They're practically the same.
Well then. Yeah, you begin your training. You're just punching around your punching bag. You don't have any like simulation equipment in there yet that you'd like, but considering it's only 2019, maybe you think that it might be like a few years down the line.
Well,
that's more like 2024 technology.
We'll see what Noctis can bring to the table. I mean, what? We move on.
Moving on. It is now dark outside. You've broken a pretty damn good sweat, and you are just like Captain America sequence in Avengers, just punching.
Oh, do I get to have dramatic flashbacks?
No. No, you don't. You don't have too many dramatic flashbacks.
Damn it, I'm not Cap.
You're very in the zone. Yeah, no, you're not. You're not like consciously traumatized as much by that.
No, Colin, unfortunately I don't have America's ass.
Yeah, no.
I have Canada's ass. It's not as good, but it's famous, yes.
Yeah, no. You do you've come to know that once you're busy, once you're like actively doing something, you can seem to forget about all of the horrifically fucked up shit that's happened. So like getting in the zone and really just hitting away at this punching bag is doing you one.
Oh yeah, I got captured by pestilence.
You did get captured by pestilence.
Got a bit of disease, and now I have a lot of scarring on my arm and a little bit on my left collarbone, I'd say.
Yeah, right around there. You also got like a little bit on your face.
Yeah, I got one scar over my left eye. It still works, but I mean, it's a scar from when I fucked up with my scythe training.
Late at night, what do you do?
Late at night? Well, Valery is honestly just kind of hanging out, dicking around until she more or less... Until Dad gives her a mission. I mean, she is more or less kind of training, but when she gets tired of that, maybe she'll go to a kitchen-type area, get something to eat. Was it like the Avengers base, the ground base, where they had like rooms and a kitchen and things like that?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, before Thanos nuked it to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, it's very much like that base.
Yeah, okay, so...
A little less windows.
Okay, sure. Yeah, she just kind of hangs around, trains a little bit, and then she dries off, gets something to eat. Maybe she'll take a shower and then see if... I don't know, would she have a room here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Even the icons that are like
MIA.
Yeah, MIA. So like Saturn 6, even though like they've never the base, Saturn 6 has a room, Oni has a room. Bloodshot does not, because she is formally retired and doesn't plan on coming back.
Okay.
But yeah, all of like the active.
Have I had time to decorate this room, or is it just kind of the basic default?
It's very much the basic default. Yeah, there isn't a lot in here.
Oh, that's fine. She's all like, I don't need to decorate my room.
Well, this is your first time. Remember, this is your first day here.
Yeah, no. She'll go in her room. If there's like an armor stand to hang up like her costume and all that, she'll like throw up her armor on there. She'll hang her scythe up on the wall or whatever, detach the chain, just go through the process. And really, she'll just spend the night just kind of relaxing, maybe zone off to some television and then just pass out.
Actually, when you are in your room, you notice that there is a package, sort of in wrapping paper, on your bed.
Well then. She'll go to it in a second. Like I said, she'll just kind of put up her stuff, just hang up her armor and scythe. Yep. And she'll walk over to it, she'll grab it. Is there labeling on it?
No, there is not. It's sort of like a basic sort of blue wrapping paper. The box is very long. It's about the size of your bed, and it is very heavy. It's like, yeah, it's absolutely huge.
And I shall grabbeth the package and slash it open with the scythe. Because, I don't know, that's easier than grabbing a knife or scissors. So I do a quick cut, open it up. Is it Amazon Prime?
It is not Amazon Prime.
Shit, then I don't want this. I chuck it out the window.
Cardboard box, and you just open it up. You see inside is a very, very battered and kind of rusty scythe.
Oh? I pick it up and look at it.
It's very battle worn. You see it's like recently been like kind of polished, but it's got a ton of damage on it. And you see at the bottom of this box there is also a small slip of paper.
From working.
1 second.
Yep.
Okay.
1 second has passed.
Second has passed.
Not in JoJo time, it hasn't. Anyway, so yeah, there's a small slip of paper at the bottom of the box.
What does the scythe look like besides battle worn? Is it like a very blank scythe, or does it have interesting designs, carvings, details on it? I'm curious.
You can see it's got like like not incredibly detailed, but it's got some like it's got some good like detailing on it. It's a combat scythe, not like a farming one.
Okay, sure. Then I will grab the note that is attached to it, and I shall read it. And while you're reading it, I'm gonna eat some of my sandwich.
The note isn't incredibly long. It just it's handwritten, and it just says, "I thought you should have this." It is signed by your father.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this was Dad's scythe?
Huh?
Was this Dad's scythe?
Coming back to you, and you do remember this as the first scythe your father really used.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool.
You assume it was salvaged from the crashed mechanic in Schenectady.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's where it'd be. Oh, that's awesome. I look at it. I really just hold it to my chest and just whisper to myself, "Thanks, Dad."
So yeah. So you just sort of like watch a few TV shows or whatever before you go to bed?
Yes, I only watch JoJo and SpongeBob.
All right. You watch both of those in that order.
and then I crash. Only JoJo and SpongeBob.
Only JoJo and SpongeBob.
Sometimes My Hero Academia.
Occasionally.
Occasionally, like if I'm feeling fancy. Joe Bob!
I like to think you watch JoJo and My Hero Academia. Or, yeah, you watch JoJo and My Hero Academia, but SpongeBob is reserved for, like, the real fancy.
No, that's when I, like, get dressed up in a nice suit and all that stuff. That's when I have a glass of wine in one hand, cheese. And I'm just like, yes, this is very beautiful.
You're not even old enough to drink in the States.
Oh, dear God. All right, so that's what I do. What happens, DM?
All right. Pretty pretty peaceful sleep so far, and just 1 sec.
I don't like that. Just 1 second. Well, welcome back to John's commentary. Welcome to the greatest adventure known to mankind. We're going to be doing Game Grumps, the extended Game of the Year edition. All right. Now, this game is pretty simple. All right. We just watch the Game Grumps.
Okay.
And that's it. Hi, TJ.
I had to tell my brother and cousin to be quiet. Your sleep is going. You sleep pretty well for a bit, and then it isn't okay for a bit.
Why isn't it okay, TJ?
Well,
would you like to share with me why it isn't okay?
You see in your dream, you are standing in a very, very crowded Times Square.
Okay.
You are wearing all black. You look to your left and right, and you see Diablo, Bloodshot, Renew, and Oni are all there, and they're all also wearing completely black.
The gang's back together! Yay!
You are currently standing in front of the crowd, but facing a large sort of stage area where a public memorial for Jenny is being held.
Shit! God damn it. Alright. I'm sad now.
You see a large amount of red, orange, and yellow flowers are decorating her coffin.
She always loved orange.
It's just very bleak. It's very grim. As you're looking around at the city, you also see that it's not completely repaired yet. Construction crews are on halt at the moment, but their equipment is just all around the city. It's like the entire place was put on hold.
Well, so I'm reliving this. It's sad. Yeah. I stay quiet. John doesn't, but Valery does.
You you just sort of, you're looking around. You look sort of behind your shoulder, and the crowd just sort of seems to melt away a little. And we see we see the buildings, the construction crews just sort of fade away, and they once more light up in flame as you see just giants walking throughout the large buildings. You're looking right in front of you, and your eyes are just fixated on one image, just the vision of your father lifting up Jenny's dead body, blood freshly pouring from her wounds.
All right, well, I'm having a panic attack. I'm just freaking out.
Your breath starts to pick up, and your breath grows heavy, and you begin to hyperventilate as the scene shifts once more, and you just feel some sort of restraint grab onto your arms and legs. You blink as your vision becomes a little more brave. You feel like the taste of blood in your mouth, and as you look up, you find yourself looking upon the battle against pestilence.
Yeah, I'm screaming. I'm screaming.
And as you scream, you wake up.
Go on.
It's very early in the morning, like crack of dawn. But yeah, you were startled awake.
Yeah, I just
you. Room is dark.
I just freak out. I roll over on my side and just start panting heavily, freaking out. Just having a panic attack at this point. There's no other way she'd react. Just full on freak out.
And that's about really all you do for a bit. You're like that for a hour and a half, maybe 2. I don't know. Time is irrelevant when you're in a panic attack.
You're an asshole, Carnus.
And eventually you are able to chill, able to calm down, but there's no way you're getting any more sleep.
No. I just kind of roll to the side of my bed, head in my hands, looking at the ground, hair just kind of draping over, just breathing, taking a moment. And yeah, eventually I'm good-ish. I'm stable-ish. I can walk-ish. That's the better word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you very tiredly get up and you walk-ish over to the kitchen.
I grab-ish some food-ish.
You grab-ish some maybe food. And you depression eat.
I eat it-ish a little bit. That's not how you spell Jenny, Tim. You're fired. It's Jenny. God.
If you had read the recap, you would have known how to spell it. Anyway.
That's okay, Tim. You're rehired.
So,
I will not go into this reference conversation with you again, Colin. Not yet.
So yeah, you've got time. Pretty much nobody is awake at this moment, but you do hear the city bustling outside because never fucking sleep.
Never fucking sleeps.
And yeah, what do you do?
I don't know. I just do my routine. Just kind of go around doing whatever. Getting ready, calming down, and then once I'm really stable at this point, I'll put on my hero clothes, brush my teeth, do all that stuff. Just your morning preppingness. I'll throw on my hero garb, lock my scythe on my back, and I'll just kind of. I guess I'll try and find Dad.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you ask around, and he's in his office.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he is most hours of the day now.
Yeah. She's just kind of like she'll go up there, just knock on the door, see how he's doing. If it's any better.
He opens the door. You see, instead of wearing like the fancy suit that he was the previous day, he's just wearing a t-shirt and like pajama pants.
He
is incredibly tired. It's around 9 o'clock at this point.
Okay. She looks to him and is like, so I assume you don't have any people you're going to be meeting, huh?
Not today, yeah.
I think he just has a jug of coffee in his hand.
Renew. What did you say?
Oh, I just like to imagine he has like a jug of coffee in one hand and is just jittering.
Yeah. Yeah, you see he's got like a a pretty fucking huge coffee pot, like, in there.
Starts downing it. More. More.
No sugar.
It's not
no
even
anything.
mixed. It's just the coffee beans. I don't have time to mix it.
Brings out the flavor if you chew it. You make the coffee with your saliva.
Yes. Oh, God. So that's happening to poor Dad. Well, I guess here's the big question. Valerie will walk up to him and more or less be like, "So, Dad, you got anything else for me? You got anything today? Do you need help with anything?"
As a matter of fact, Miha, I've got quite the mission for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Here, come in and shut the door. Let's see. He goes over, he plops back down in his chair, and he says, so we've just gotten word, a few contacts in our other nation that our friend Oni might not be completely where she is.
Oni might not be what?
She might not be safe.
Valerie kind of freaks for a second, and she goes, "What do you mean not safe?"
It's a low risk, but it's a risk nonetheless. Some of the other nations might be conspiring to maybe take her out of the picture.
You know me.
After her whole stunt with the generals of the UN, it turns out that a lot of them are very afraid of her.
So she more or less...
So.
Yeah, she more or less just panics. You don't mean they're gonna kill her, right? Right? Freaking out.
Said, there's low risk, but Oni, normally, I wouldn't be concerned. The damn woman held the D4 for crying out. But
is that what we're calling that thing now? That strange purple pyramid?
What else do we call it? It was it's what the gods called it. That's what we're calling it.
All right. Welcome back, Evan.
She held that thing, and it's had its toll on her. And I am afraid that she might not be ready for sudden assassin attack.
So what do you want me to do?
I'm going to send you to where she is. She's staying in a very nice hotel. I just want you to keep an eye on her, make sure things go well, keep her company for a bit until I can sort things out with the other nations. I'm getting there, but we're not quite there yet.
Valerie just kind of takes this whole scary situation and just turns it into something a little bit happier and is like, "Oh yeah, I get to see Oni."
Trust me, I would love to send anybody else, but our only other active icon, I have investigating asset at the moment.
How's Renew doing? Have you been able to talk with him?
Yeah, I talked with him later last night, right before I sent him out on his mission. He's holding up well. Turns out it's a little difficult to feel emotion, parasitic plant zombie, but what he does feel, he's doing all right.
He's what?
He's doing all right.
All right. All right. Well, Valery just kind of looks around and is like, okay. Well, when do I get to see Oni? When am I being sent?
Whenever you're ready. Really, just as long as it's within the next few days.
I think I could head out now. I mean, I'm looking for something to do, something to help.
Well, maybe you two can keep each other company then.
Are you sure you're going to be okay by yourself?
I'll manage. I've got a lot of guys with machine guns around me, and I've still got a little myself.
Looks to coffee, and I have you, my love. Begins to choke on coffee beans. This is how Diablo died. Not to pestilence, not the Herald of Days, but coffee beans. Get fucked.
Yeah. So Diablo, he looks over a few more papers, and he's like, in any case, I'm making connections, so if I really need some backup, I might have some.
All right, well, should I take the jet?
Go for it.
I don't think my wings can take me across the Atlantic.
No, that's a pain in the ass.
I forgot he's done that. He's done it before.
Never again. Not that I could, but never again.
I think he had to like rest halfway in the ocean, like what a seagull does, and then flutter back out. Okay. So she'll walk over. She'll more or less just prepare everything, and when she goes back to her room, make sure she has everything. She sees Diablo's scythe, or Dad's scythe. She looks to hers as like, yeah, let's take this one. She just hangs hers up. She takes off the little chain and she hooks it onto Diablo's.
Okay.
It's like a clamp.
Yeah. Just so you are aware, it's not going to be as easy swinging this thing around like you have been, but you might be able to.
Is it bigger?
It's what you had before were sickles, so like able to be held with like one hand and swung around. This is a scythe.
So I'll bring my, I guess, sickles with me just in case, but I'll see if I can try and get versed in Dad's scythe.
All right.
Oh god. I broke the wall. Oh god.
So,
maybe if I move the bed in front of it, no one will notice.
You're able to take all that with you. And
let's head to France, baby!
Yeah, you are heading to a town called, I'm going to put this in chat so I don't forget it later, Afton.
Awesome.
You're heading to Afton, France. That is not a real location. Don't look it up.
Oh, I was just about to.
Yeah, no, not a real location. And yeah, you head out to Afton, a small French town, city. It's like a small tourist stop.
What?
You arrive at the at a nearby airport. The town doesn't have its own airport, but you are able to arrive at one nearby. And you have the option of taking a vehicle to Afton, or you could just fly.
I shall fly!
All right. You fly over to this small little tourist town. You see it's got a few fancy restaurants, a couple gift shops, things like that, a bunch of competing gas stations. It seems to be just sort of like a stop on the way for a lot of places. You also see that there's a few hotels here as well.
Okay.
Oni is staying in a very fancy one named, it's just called the Jewel. Jewel as in not the East.
Ooh, I know the French word for that. Bijou.
It's called that, sure.
Do some research, TJ. God.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it personal.
You know this. Anyway.
I don't want to make it personal.
So we have the Jewel or Goblet, as John would put it. And Bijou. And yeah, you know that Oni is so you didn't get a specific room number.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah. But you know that she's walking into it, see very fancy exterior. Like you're not even sure if this is like what the icons could budget. You were surprised that she is staying in something.
Shit, girl, this place look good. Yeah, huh.
She's staying in very nice.
Well, I guess I'll just kind of look around, marvel at the beauty of it, and that this small town could afford this and not the icons. I'll kind of go over to the front desk, and I'm curious. Valery's going to ask if a woman by the name of Anzai Ren has checked in.
So you approach the front desk and you ask the question, does Valery speak French?
I will speak in Spanish first, because it's a close country. Maybe this person can speak it. I ask in Spanish.
Person at the front desk just shrugs.
I ask in English.
Like this person knows a few words. They look over like their log and they shake their head. They just say, "No Anzai Ren."
Looks around. She kind of thanks them for their time. Doesn't really know how to do it, so she just kind of does like a bow, and then she's like, "No, that's Japanese." She waves, and then it's like, "No, that's goodbye." Thank you. And she runs off. And she's just gonna go and try and figure out where the hell she could be.
All right. Are you gonna leave the hotel? Or?
No, I'm just gonna. She's in this hotel, correct?
Yes.
Actually, idea. I'm gonna walk outside the hotel and I'm gonna fly around it and see if I can the windows.
What?
I'm gonna walk outside the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly around the hotel.
Yeah.
Look into the windows and see if I see her.
All right. Well,
I'm curious.
You don't immediately see her. You see some things that you regret seeing, and you scare the shit out of a lot of people.
Hell yeah!
And you see on one of the upper, you notice that sort of on a you don't necessarily see her, but you do see that on the balcony, leaning up against a table, it's unmistakably Oni's sword.
Well, I could either go through the hotel like a regular person, or I could scare the shit out of her and land on her balcony. Valery's charisma is not that high. She's very socially awkward. She will land on the balcony.
You see immediately the door is just thrust open, and you see you see the familiar face of Oni aim a pistol at you.
I knew it.
One of her Zakyle merch pistols.
Oh yeah, there's a Kyle merch. Best Comic-Con yet.
And upon seeing that it's you, she lowers her gun. You couldn't have come through any other way.
I thought you'd appreciate the surprise. Shrugs.
I am glad you're here. Why are you? No, come in.
Well, thank you. I walk in. What's her place look like?
It's a very, very nice, luxury penthouse almost hotel room. Very nice decoration. Of lighting source is a LED chandelier, just super nice.
Mm-hmm.
But more so interesting than the scenery is you haven't seen Oni since pretty much the Battle of the Parthenon. You spoke briefly at Jenny's funeral, but you do see that there's something just a little different about her.
You want to describe that?
Huh?
You want to describe that to me, friend?
Yep. You see that her hair is cut significantly shorter. She no longer has the bit that goes over her eye. It's cut to where both of her eyes are showing at all times. And you see that instead of wearing the loose long sleeves that she normally wore, she's wearing a tank top now. And that is because her left arm is completely it looks like it's a burn wound. Yeah. You're surprised it hasn't healed yet. It looks fresh.
Ow. I don't like that. Oh, hey, I think I found the picture that you drew. I'll put that in session chat, because why not? Yeah. So I look to this and
yep.
I just kind of go, all right, well, what would she do first? Would she compliment her on her new look, or would she point out that her arm is fucked? Socially awkward. So we go with the worst decision. She looks to Oni's arm and is just kind of like, "Oh my god, your arm! It's black. It's. Are you okay? Does this still hurt?" Also, I like what you did with your hair. It looks nice. But what is up with this?
Oni looks over, and she's just like, "Oh, yeah." So as it turns out, rolling that cosmic die did not come without its consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, this is the consequence. And so she looks over her arm. You see that as she holds it up and examines it in front of her, it is shaking a lot.
Put it down. Put it down.
She lets it fall down beside her, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm still looking into how the fuck I'm gonna treat it, but it hasn't been healing. And if it honestly weren't for this magical ring that I came across in the Emperor's castle way back when, it would probably still be bleeding. The ring itself, it numbs the pain a little, but it doesn't heal the damage."
I didn't know she had a ring. I'm gonna have to draw that on the poster. Anyway,
yeah, she has a green ring that she obtained at the Emperor, and she keeps it on her middle finger, the damaged hand.
Lit. Yeah, she just kind of looks over and it's like, I'm so sorry that this had to happen to you. I guess this vacation was very warranted.
It's only severe nerve damage. It's fine.
Valery just kind of looks at it. You were gonna say
almost constantly.
Well, you oddly seem to be in a chipper mood. I mean, you're making jokes about it, so it can't be that bad, right?
What else am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Feel sad, depressed, eat ice cream.
I mean, I've been doing that. No, don't get me wrong. I've been doing a lot of that. But, like, can't be sad all the time, right?
Cookies and cream or cookie dough? She squints.
Cookie dough.
I knew you were my friend.
See, she goes in for a high five and it's like, shit, wrong hand. And, like...
Smacks it anyway.
She falls off with her.
It just disintegrates. That's so brutal. Yeah,
So,
no.
yeah, she like looks around and is like, so yeah, how you liking the place?
My number one question is, how did you afford this?
So as it turns out, that rat bastard John D was worth something.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah. So when I initially killed the Emperor, I was paid a whole sum of $1 million US.
Oh, looks around at the place.
It's enough to rent out this place for a bit.
How long are you thinking you're gonna stay here?
Honestly, and like she sits down on the bed. I don't know, man.
Well, it seems like, despite the arm, you're living the high life. You're living in a place of pretty cool luxury. That's fun.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
This is boring as fuck. She like looks around and what do normal people do with their day?
Well, I think they go out. I think they party, question mark? I don't know.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't really do that. I don't really have friends except kind of you guys, but like not I don't know. I guess normal go and hang out, they drink. I'm not really sure.
Shit. Well, yeah, that's basically. I've just been sort of chilling here, relaxing, being in pain for like the past few months. But well, now that you're here, we can do something. I don't know. I've never lived a normal. The closest friends I had were fellow assassins. Like,
what happened to them?
let's not get to that, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it. Yeah. So, anyways, what brings you here? Why are you here, actually?
Well, Dad sent me. He wanted me to check on you.
Oh, that's nice of him. He's like,
yeah,
old, though.
Well, I'm not him, so I guess that's just on him. But he said that there might be people after you. People that want to kill you.
Immediately stands up, pulls out her pistol, and just aims around the room like, fucking where?
I'm gonna put the pistol down. Oni, relax. Or Ren, I don't know what to call you. I never really got to know you.
Call me Ren.
Okay. Hi, Ren. She's like, yeah, Dad wanted me to be here because, since your arm is, well, in only the classiest of words, I can say fucked up. He wanted me here to try and help you. Make sure that if people do come for you, they don't, kill you.
Who is coming for me?
I don't know. I guess governments that you pissed off.
Oh, you know what?
So I guess everyone. So I guess everyone except the French.
Yeah, that makes sense. And we're not even on like great standings with the French after their people were massacred.
You know, you've really pissed off a lot of people now that I'm thinking about it. Like, a lot of people. Like, this has got to be a record or something. You should be proud.
It's like, I don't know. I would say living in constant fear, but I've never known any. So, like,
how do you think I feel? I've never really had a normal life either. I mean, my dad's died 5 times. Or now 6. I lose
is it
track
6
sometimes. I'm pretty sure it's 6. It might be 7. I don't remember. I think he's losing track.
now? Well, you know, you're lucky you at least got him.
Wait, hang on. Repeat that. I'm sorry, you cut out.
She like sort of looks down and she's like, "Well, at least you still have him."
Yeah. There were moments where I didn't, and well, I kind of took up the garb in his name. Kind of does a little twirl around with her armor. Looks at the scythe. Yeah, I went on a little bit of a spree to try and figure out who he was, where he was, who killed him, and all that. But he's here. And that's all that matters. He's stressed to hell, but still with us.
Fixing up my mess.
He really cares about you.
Yeah, he's a good man.
He misses us. All of us. Yeah.
I kind of miss it too.
Despite all the constant terror of cosmic threats bearing down upon the world, destroying everything in their path, and killing the innocent, it was actually kind of fun for a little bit. I mean,
I guess it was. Yeah.
We got to hang out, meet as people. I mean, we didn't really get to talk that much or really connect, but here we are now. And we lived. Dad lived.
Yeah, I mean, we got through, like, most of us. I didn't really know Paragon or Jenny all that well, but they seem like good folk.
I didn't know Paragon that well, but I fought alongside Jenny a bit. Before the icons formed, I was one of the knights. We went around, did some missions. If the icons never formed, we probably would have been the biggest hero team. But we got captured by acid, and then we joined the icons, and it was really bad. And with the whole war and the Deus thing. But
yeah, the whole Deus thing. You want to go for a walk or something?
Sure. Yeah, that's what normal people do, right?
Let's go. And she gets up and she does a few stretches, rotates her arm a little bit, winces, and then walks out.
Oh God. That deep fried arm.
Yeah, it is. Deep fried is a good term for it.
You put the arm next to a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, you can't tell the difference. They're both sizzled. Yeah, no, oh God, Tim, why that gif? But, yeah. I'll just kind of, wait for her to set up and all that, and I'll just go on a walk.
Okay, yeah. You don't really know the streets, but it seems like she's been here for quite a while, so she's just kind of casual walking down the street and stuff. She didn't bring any weapons or anything with her.
Then I guess. Well, no, I'm on a mission, so I'll still be garbed up. I got my armor on. I got my weapons. I'm here to protect and serve, I think.
So you're walking, both are just kind of walking side by side the peaceful French streets. And she looks around at the people like walking the streets, and then she looks to you. She's like, you know, you stick out like a fucking sore thumb.
Looks to her arm. I don't think you're doing much better either.
All right, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help when I have these things on my back. Flutters both her feather, or both her wings. All four of them. I can't really tuck these away. They're nice, they help, but I mean, you're kind of always the center of attention when you have them.
Taking the eyes off me for a day.
You know, she just kind of looks around at things and is like, never mind. This place is pretty. It's quaint.
I like it. And I chose a good spot to spend the last 2 months.
Yeah.
The food's all right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's nothing like the Japanese cuisine I'm used to. But...
You know, maybe we should get you out of this town. Maybe we should, go somewhere else. Maybe we should give you a change of scenery. I wouldn't know where.
She, kind of stops for a minute. Just sort of, scratches her head. She's like, I've had a change of scenery for pretty much all of my life. It's been kind of good just having one spot.
I see. Well, no, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what to say. You always hint at like you have a darker past or something. I'm just kind of at a loss for this point.
Let's go get something to eat then.
Should I change out of this?
You got the wings anyway. Fucking might as well have the rest of the outfit.
All right, fair enough. And she'll just follow Oni to wherever.
Let's see. Oni she's like looking around the streets and like, where do? You know, it's a good place that I haven't been to in a few years.
What?
The Greater Eggs Buffet.
God damn it! No! No! Valery responds, oh, really? I like the lesser eggs buffet myself.
Then you are lost.
Oh my god. Alright. She will follow Oni to the Greater Egg Buffet as I grit my teeth.
So Valery and Oni travel up to the good old Greater Eggs Buffet, where they serve all sorts of wonderful egg-based cuisine. And naturally, right next to it is a lesser eggs buffet.
This is a lovely inside joke, and no one will understand this, and it makes me so happy.
I told Pato that the eggs buffet was showcased.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Good old icons lore. Anyway, yeah. So you enter the Greater Eggs Buffet, and you get a table for two. And he just looks around. She nods a little. She's like, "Yeah, I haven't been here in a few years. Not since the last time I was in one of these, I was in New York City, but used to not like these places, you know."
Oh yeah? Well, what changed that?
I don't know. Acquired taste, I guess.
Everyone I know died. um, well, Valerie will just kind of make small talk with her, all that stuff. Just try and keep a conversation going. Awkward silence is her number one fear. and and it doesn't help because she has a 2 in charisma. So
yeah, so you've got sort of the really awkward conversation going.
Crap! She's thinking in her mind, damn it, what do I do?
At one point,
your boobs look nice. I mean, your clothes look nice.
And he's like, well, thank you.
Well, thank you. To which one? Yes.
Yes. So at one point, she halfway into a plate of greater eggs, she looks up. She's like, so how are the rest of the icons?
Okay. All right. I slapped the silly. So Valerie just kind of stops eating. She looks down. It kind of shimmies around on her seat, looks to her, and is like, well, ever since the Herald got killed and all that, and we all kind of disbanded, really, there was only 2 icons remaining, including me.
2?
Yeah, including me.
Where did everyone else go?
They all left.
I was the only one who said I was going to leave.
Well, Dad, if we were to count him, it'd be 3, but he doesn't really fight lines anymore. He's nearing 60. He's getting older. He's taken up the head of the icons, but I mean, he doesn't really fight anymore. It's just me and Renew. He still has the scythe, but Bloodshot, I guess she's retired. Jenny, Paragon, we all know what happened to them. Saturn 6, he's MIA. I don't know where he is. He said he had to go off and do something important.
Jesus.
Same with Galadriel and Huckleberry. They went off to their...
He's called now?
What's up?
Is that what he's called now? Huckleberry?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
the
that strange
fucking name I've ever heard for a
I actually think it's the best name that could ever exist. I fucking love that name, and it is the best thing to ever come out of the Deus Campaign.
Only she just sighs and just God
yeah, everyone left.
Yeah, everyone left. Wow.
It's just me and Renew. Renew's on a mission right now to investigate some acid people. Dad said that,
Those dicks.
Yeah, apparently we have to work with them now or whatever. What were we doing, TJ?
Huh?
Are we working with them now? Are the icons working with acid?
You're not necessarily working with them, but kind of signed more or less a peace treaty.
Okay, so that's kind of what she says.
You don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you.
Yeah, she's like, we kind of had to fire like a peace treaty. Kind of had to sign that, so we can't really go after acid anymore, but in turn, I guess they won't come after us, but Lord only knows how long that will last.
That is the lamest shit.
Yeah, you're telling me. So Dad has to deal with that now, talk with acid representatives, and not try to punch them in the face.
I'm glad he's the one doing it, because, I mean, we all know how good I am.
He's not much better. I mean, he's trying.
Props to him for trying.
He used to work for acid before he got his powers.
Did he now?
Yeah, he was just a scientist. He was working in a Spanish division that researched foreign technologies and items that landed on Earth. He'd study them, he'd take them in. Type of whole Men in Black scenario where any witnesses just kind of got their minds erased. And he did research. But one of them just reacted violently and shot him with whatever gave him this, and she flutters her wings.
Huh.
So he quit. Then Acid tried to hunt him down. A lot. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. Continues to emphasize.
So you were born with your powers.
I was, yeah.
Huh.
Dad says when I was born,
How's
I didn't
that
have. Well, it's been fine, but Dad said when I wasn't born, or when I was born, my wings didn't have feathers, so they just kind of looked like skinned chicken wings. It
I'm
must have
really
been a
about-
little disturbing.
That's disgusting. And I'm eating.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know how to talk with people.
No, that's fine.
Stuffs more eggs into her mouth.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow, so you've had powers all your life then, huh?
Yeah, I've had to deal with it.
I've only had mine for, I'd say, a year now.
How's that working for you?
Considering I almost caused the end of the universe, I'd say it's going pretty well. If this is any testament to that, and she like gestures to her arm.
She says, sometimes I feel a little too lucky since I was born with my powers, because it seems like you guys suffered to get yours. And here I am, just kind of born with them, quick and easy.
I didn't suffer to get mine.
No?
It's what came after.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. Fuck it. Gotta get it out at some point, right?
Yeah, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Wait, wrong saying.
Well, so fuck, where do I begin?
That's a good way to start.
So basically, I did some sketchy shit in my early teen years, and it landed me in jail.
Oh, that's fun.
And I didn't spend long there because I am a badass. And so the government was like, "Yo, we want you," and I joined up with the group, became friends with them, all that. It was nice for a bit. Finally felt like I belonged somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
And one day we were just tracking down this weird magical crystal that they had found in the States, and gave me this. And she like sort of takes like a glass from next to her and freezes the liquid inside and then sets it back down.
She's like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. It's not the worst superpower to have, though I guess any better than none. But yeah, after the weird crystal gave me these powers, the government wanted them. Wanted to figure out how I ticked because they didn't believe in the magic of it all. And my fellow assassin friends helped me escape from there.
What happened to them?
In the final push to get me out of the country and away from the government's control, they all passed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. You don't have to talk about this.
No, it's fine. It's been a bit. I've got something to remember them by. And she like messes with the that necklace that she has around her neck.
She looks to it and it's like, it's very pretty.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I always keep it around with me.
I know. John knows everything about Oni's backstory, so this hurts a little bit having her talk about this. Oh, you poor girl. You've been through a lot.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and Oni stands up. I need to use the bathroom real quick. I will be back.
Sure.
And so she like kind of walks away, and you're sitting there, probably like twiddling your thumbs for a bit.
I will continue to eat greater eggs, wishing they were lesser eggs.
Continue to eat your greater eggs from the greater eggs buffet.
Looks over longingly to the lesser eggs buffet. If only.
After a minute or two, you are approached by a man in a suit.
Oh man!
He's got like really nicely like just cut hair, like very suave
Okay.
kind of guy. He looks smooth.
Sure.
It's like a smooth French guy.
And
And he walks up and he walks up and just sort of like stands by the table and he's like, "You must be Valery."
Yes. Hello, who are you?
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
I guess it's a pleasure to meet you. You seem nice.
I am a huge fan.
Oh, really? I didn't know I had a fan base.
Just save the world to not have a fan base.
Finally, someone recognizes our deeds.
More people do than you think.
Oh, really?
Yes, the governments would tell you otherwise, but I know.
Oh, well, that's great to hear. Well, I'm sorry, I don't think I caught your name.
Yes, my name is Neo.
Neo? Valery goes to shake his hand, but she doesn't really know if that's proper, so she just kind of abruptly extends her hand out.
He shakes her hand and like kind of smiles.
Hi, Neo. Okay, that's a pretty easy name to remember.
What brings you to this lovely city?
Oh, I'm on a secret operation to defend only the most mightiest of warriors.
Is it the injured lady who just went into the bathroom?
Yes, it's the injured lady who went to the bathroom.
Yeah, you're not very good at keeping that secret.
No, I am not. This is my first time doing this. I've never really gone on a mission before. At least one like this.
Don't tell strangers what you're doing.
Oh, shit, you're right. I mean, sorry, crap. It just looks down. Look, I'm like 19. I'm very young, and I'll blame my age for this.
This guy looks like he might be 20.
Oh. Wow. Shit, then I'm just bad. I'm just bad, cuz. Yeah, she just kind of looks down and is like, yeah, oh well.
So, you say you are here protecting Oni.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Does that mean the city is in danger?
No, not so much the city, more so her. Apparently there might be some people after her. Neo, don't be a bad guy. I like you so far.
Well,
don't be a bad guy.
I wish you the luck with that. I will most definitely leave you to be now.
Oh, well, thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Likewise, absolute pleasure.
I don't trust him. She waves.
He like waves back and then walks off. Oni comes back out of the bathroom. Who is that?
No one. I didn't say anything.
Why do you seem flustered?
I no. She just hides herself with her wings. Opens them up a little bit.
Oni just sort of laughs.
Like, he was a very charismatic man. He had a face and a smooth voice. I don't know. So I guess one more person knows of my mission.
Been to France? All
No.
French people have smooth voices.
Oh, do they?
I think. All the French people I've met do.
She considers looking to one of the waiters and just asking, "Say words, French."
What?
What are you talking about? No, she just kind of lowers her wings, face a little red, and is like, yeah, I am. Well, I don't know. He seemed nice. His name was Neo, from what he told me.
That's cool. That's a cool name.
Yeah, like the one from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, no. Or excuse me, no. We need our knockoff brand, the Batrix.
The Batrix.
Welcome to the Batrix.
So
yes, Cole, it's Jim from accounting.
At this point, it would be getting pretty late.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, it took you most of the day flying over to France. So Oni just sort of looks around. She's like, "Well, if you wanted to head back to the hotel, we can. It's a fucking huge room. There's another room that I'm not using.
Oh, sure, but I don't know. You were telling me how bored you were. I'm willing to stay out as long as you want to.
Let's leave in the morning.
Okay.
We'll go figure it out. We'll go somewhere."
As they're walking back with a little bit of silence, she eventually just kind of musters up. I've never done that before. I've never really gone out and just hung out with someone. I've never really had a chill moment like that before.
I've had kind of chill moments, but for the most part, same here.
It was fun.
Yeah. Hopefully during downtime, during missions in the future, we can go to more eggs buffets.
Looks to the lesser egg. One day. My love. How far I'll go.
Okay.
The lesser egg buffet is the best egg buffet. Don't even at me. And we make it to somewhere. TJ, lead me with the story. What happens next?
Yes. I was checking my notes. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Go back to the hotel. Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
Mm-hmm.
You see Oni sort of she like gathers a few things and she's like, I'll fire up a cold bath. Really helps with the arm. We get really good TV up here, so if you just want to do that, or
is it all in French?
There's subtitles.
Oh, it's just like watching anime. I mean, nothing. She just sneaks over to the room. I can watch JoJo.
The Japanese lady like gives you a look and then goes into.
She immediately hushes herself at the mention of anime and just walks out.
She goes into the bathroom. So yeah, what do you decide to occupy your time with?
Well, I'm gonna keep my door cracked open just a little bit in case, someone tries to break in and pew pew Oni while she's in the bath. So that way I can have a general idea. I'm just gonna kind of, hang up my armor, have my scythe near me, but I'm just gonna watch some TV. What epic anime is on?
You have let's see.
Defense on Titan. Art
Defense
Sword
on
not
Titan,
online.
yeah. You have Bobos.
New York Ghoul. Joe Bob. Joe Bob.
Thanks.
Jojo SpongeBob. It's the best. It's the best of both worlds.
You're sitting there, you're watching TV, sort of the volume a little hushed for a few, say about half an hour.
Okay, sure.
When there's a knock on the front door.
I just kind of stand up. I just walk over.
In the bath.
Does it look like she even reacted to
it? You hear a little bit of splashing, and then, what was that?
I don't know. I'll go check it out. I grab my scythe, by the way. I don't think I have enough time to put on my armor, but I'll grab my scythe, and I'll hide it behind me. Use my wings to kind of cover it as well.
Okay, yeah, you can use your wings to cover it. Otherwise, it'd be very difficult for a normal human.
And I walk over, and is there a peephole? Can I look through it?
Yes, you can.
Zoop.
You see the man you met earlier, Neo.
Valery just pops back down, blushes for a second. Crap!
It's the handsome French guy.
It's that sexy bastard. She just kind of is like, do I need that? I'll keep it. And she just calls, 1 moment! Why would I say that? I'm already at the door. Oh, think! And she goes, she fiddles with the door handle, and she pops it open a bit, and she's like, oh, Neo, what a surprise. I didn't expect you.
I need you to come with me.
But what?
Bring the scythe. I need you to come with me.
What about Oni?
She will be safe for now. Please. It is a matter of life or death.
Okay. She screams, Oni, I'll be back in a second!
What? Okay.
Shuts the door.
You see,
I love Valery. She's my sweetheart. She's my daughter.
Neo leads you down and out of the hotel room and sort of into the dark, kind of empty street.
Sure.
At one point, he stops, turns around, and just says, "You both are in a lot of danger."
Well, I think that was a given since I'm on the mission. But how so?
I don't know how you caught wind, but we need to get you.
What the last part of the sentence? What did he say? Cut out.
We need to get you both out.
Okay, that's what I thought he said. She just kind of goes, well, should I go back up and grab Oni? Why'd you take me out here?
Because we say for a few more minutes, and they have ears everywhere, except for kind of around here. They bugged the apartment.
Oh, shit. What do we do?
I know when they'll strike.
Are you going to help us? I assume you're going to help us.
Yes.
Thank you.
I must let you know. I was employed by them. That's how I know That's how I know this.
Okay.
However, I am not loyal to them. You two are saviors of the earth. And I have my own personal reasons.
Valery kind of looks, and she's like, "What are those personal reasons?" Squinting at him.
He looks around. He's like, "You two are well acquainted with somebody I know. I believe they are dead."
Fuck. Paragon?
But that does not matter. We need to get you.
She just kind of goes, "Oh, okay. Should I fly back up to the apartment?"
Yes, very quickly. Before you do that,
It lands back down. Yes.
Just as he says that, two figures wearing like ski masks sort of walk out of back alleys and face both of you.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Well, it's only two. We can take them.
These men are very capable.
How would you like a nice one-way ticket to the upstairs?
I will take it.
Grabs him, holds him tight. Realizes realizes how close, and then shoots up.
Oh. All right.
And she lands on the balcony.
Away from the assassins that have suddenly appeared. I forgot you had wings.
Musketeers.
I'll be real with you. I forgot you had wings when I was planning that encounter.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Let's see.
I hope this isn't fine. I want to live.
So you fly back to the.
Yeah, I fly back up.
You hear that Oni is like still in the bath. Neo is like very disoriented, fixes his hair after he got ruffled up by the.
I just kind of looked at him. Are you okay? Are you fine?
Yes, go get her.
Yeah. Opens up the door, runs in, bangs on the door. Oh, we have company!
What?
We have company! Get your ass out.
You just hear a loud splashing as like you only imagine Oni is fumbling out of bed.
Come on, hurry!
You hear like low sort of like you can't understand the language, but you assume it's just Japanese swear words.
All I know is Kuska.
Yeah.
Ska. She's like, "Oh, I understand some of those words." Oh wait, no. I why would I know that? Walks out.
She like violently opens the door, and she is just like she's in like loose sweatpants and like the tank top, but it's like clinging to her skin because she didn't dry off. And she opens the door and she's like, "Where's my gun? My sword
on the balcony, I think. Hurry!"
She runs out. She grabs her sword, grabs a gun. Oh, it's the handsome French guy from earlier.
You stay away from him. I mean, nothing. Runs into the room.
Oh, why, thank you.
Runs into the room. She grabs her armor and just starts loading up. Just starts rapid fire putting it on. She accidentally puts like the boot on her head. Is like, shit, no, wrong one. She's like fumbling. The pieces are falling off. Come on. Locks it on. Comes out. All right, I'm set.
You see Neo leads the way out of the door and immediately.
Wait, what happens?
Neo opens the door, walks out a step, and then is drop kicked to the ground.
No!
I would like you to roll for initiative as two more assassins do epic flips onto the balcony outside.
Shit, we're dealing with ninjas. I can't fight that. If only I had gone to the lesser egg buffet, I'd have the strength to fight them. Oh, thank you, Dice of Balance. I'm using Theos' dice. 17.
Okay, you are going to act first.
Oh, yay!
You have 2 people on the balcony that you can see, then maybe at least one more in the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna pop out in the hallway because I just watched them dropkick Neo, and I am going to try and form just a ball of dark energy and just blast it at their face.
Okay, yeah, you see that there are 2 men in the hallway, one on either side.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot a ball at whoever is technically closer.
Yeah, it's the one that kicked Neo.
I had a feeling. Okay, what should I roll? Willpower? Coordination?
Coordination.
Okay. Oh, come on. Ah! All right, hang on. This might work. 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Nope.
Shit.
You see, you blasted at them, and the guy's just able to, like, nimbly dodge out of the way. All of them are wearing ski masks, but roll an awareness check.
Oh, no. This dice is failing me. Hang on. 13?
You can tell by, like, the way their eyes look that they're Asian of descent.
And it's either the Chinese government, which she pissed off, or the Japanese government, which she pissed off. Take your pick.
What sort of cements it is the fact that one of the ones in the balcony shouts, "Omae mo shinderu!"
Hey, I also know what that means. Crap. So the Japanese are after them. You can tell by the way I use my mic.
Yes, the Japanese are after you. Let's see.
I'm fine. I can hang out for some time.
All right. So
I'm bringing out all my dice. Screw this. All of it's coming out, baby.
It is now.
Oh, Oni, please be useful.
You see, Neo stands up, and he goes over to So you were aiming for the one on the left. He goes to the one on the right, and is just beating him. He gets into like a few surprise punches, and then they're both like trading like secret agent style blows.
So Neo was able to punch him a few times?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, Neo's kicking ass.
Attaboy.
Oni.
What's that depressed bitch doing?
See, Oni takes her pistol and she fires at the ones on the balcony, but only a bullet hits one of them in the thigh. Okay. He like stumbles down and like trips, but he like slowly gets back up.
Okay, fun.
Let's see.
Like I said, I'm pulling out all the dice. I have Tim's new special metal dice that he gave me, so heck yeah. This will be fun.
Neo is punched a few times. Oni is shot at a few times, but she seems to be all right, from what you can tell.
I'm pathetic. I can't save them.
I want you to roll a coordination check.
Okay. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is that enough?
You take 2 damage as you are promptly punched in the face a few times.
Oh, gee, thank you.
It really wakes you up.
Well, I'm awake now.
And it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to try and slash at the one that, well, hit me. with my scythe, with
Okay.
Dad's scythe.
Prowess.
Okay. Ooh, this is better. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Or no, just 20.
You
Or
hit.
21.
Roll a D.
D6?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 damage. Ha!
5.
Yeah, 5.
All right. You see, you swing the scythe, and you just take one of his arms off. He just falls to the ground. It is safe to say he is out of commission.
Just like in an adrenaline rage, gritting my teeth. Yeah, stay down.
Neo turns around and he's like, "Oh, yeah, okay."
Oh, I'm sorry you had to see that.
Let's see. Neo, as he's punching the other agent, he swings behind him and just like choke slams him to the ground and then chokes him out.
Neo takes one down. Nice. Nice.
And then Oni is
What's she
inside.
doing?
What she does is Oni grabs a wine glass from the counter next to her, shatters it, and then just throws the shards at them.
Uh-huh.
And you see, as she does this, the shards just mysteriously, all of a sudden, go a shit ton faster and fly at them like shrapnel.
Oh, dear. Okay.
So both of them are hit by this like onslaught of flying glass.
Just down. Just down for the count.
They're not down for the count yet.
Dang it. Alright.
They fire at Oni, but Oni is able to dodge. It is your...
It's my turn? Just making sure. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the two people in the hallway are the initiative?
Huh?
Are the two people in the hallway out of the initiative?
They're both incapacitated, so yeah, they're not fighting anymore.
Okay, yeah, that's mainly what I need to know. Okay, so I'm going to rush in, push past Oni, and I'm going to try and hack one of the guys down.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dirty.
Yeah, you hit.
All right, D6. 3 damage.
All right, you